Hello, everybody. This is Becky here in Beck's Creations. And this is just a little side project I was going to share with you guys before I get started with today's project, which if you didn't see my announcement, you need some washi tape that's the same width. And we're going to make some cards today. But I just finished these two little scrappy hanging little baskets. And these were made from fabrics from previous years, Project Dress-A-Girl, and they're all sorts of sizes and everything. And what I did is I just sewed these together and created a fabric. And then I cut these little baskets out. And then I shopped my quilt fabric that lives under the bed and found a piece that I could use for the lining. Hey, Deb. Hey, Shannon. So I made these up to enter Kaylee's challenge of using your scraps, and you could make anything with your scraps. So I had started these, and then I saw that she had just announced that the last day to get entries sent to her is this Friday. So that'll be the 20th. So if you have some fabric scraps, and that's Kaylee is at the channel Home Tea Knits. So hi Keeks Hunt. And because these were just pieced together randomly and I didn't really pay attention, the sailors on here are upside down and it says Navy upside down, but that's okay because this was created from scraps. So I made those two little pouches and these are perfect. My rotary cutters fit perfectly in these and I can hang them on pegboard. So I can have a row of these on my, either the bottom of my spools of thread, on the very bottom, I could hang these from one of the pegs and then put a spool of thread, still over the peg. But I just wanted to show those really quick because I think they turned out really cute. And hopefully Kaylee will get to see them before she closes her little challenge away. And I think one of the prizes for using your scraps, she's going to have a couple little prizes, and some are some handmade row counters for knitting, and they're really adorable. She's made them in like this, so they look like little bits of food and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I've got my washi tape here, and we've got Tippy, whether we want him or not, he's here. He is, since I got sick, not last night, but the night before, he's been, what is that saying? He's been on me like white on rice. So you'll all have to just forgive the fact that I have Tippy here. I have all these washies, and these were all the same width. And I was trying to think of ways that we could use these up and get them out of our stashes. So I have those there. And then got my adhesive here. I've got a white gel pen here. And I've got some mats. And I've got some in black and some in navy. But what I did is I took some random cardstock here that doesn't really go with anything else I have. And I thought, ooh, we can put the washi on the paper and that'll make the washi sturdy so we can cut it apart. And so I made washi strips like this. And I did put a strip of the double-sided tape under the washi because we all know washi doesn't stick worth beans. But then on the back, I've put just some double-sided tape there. See, we can use these in different ways. And I was going to pair these up. So these two kind of go together. And I think I had the kitty cats with the hearts together. I think I put these two together. And these two kind of go together. And so you can use these just as they are, I'll show you the card that I made, but I don't want to make any more like this. But I had this tape here and this one. These two I used together, and I just cut the owls into their own little squares. So these are probably a 1/2 inch this way and 3/4 this way. And then I just cut these at the same measurement, the 3/4 of an inch. And I just did every other one. And then I took the gel pen and just did a hand dotted thing. So it looks like a little mini quilt that features owls. So that's one method of doing it. So now I'm just going to do a couple real quick cards. I do have some extra little rainbow type pieces in there. But I'm going to put my tapes back in because I'm just going to utilize these that I already have. So I'm just going to throw these back in my old I think this was a tongue depressor jar. You know, the doctor used to reach in here with his bare hands and pull out a tongue depressor. That's kind of scary. Yeah. And I've got the mats already cut, and I'm using pre-made cards. Again, something else that's in my stash that I'm trying to use up. So let me say hi to everybody. I see Dar and Safia and Joyce and Vicky and Keeks and Carol. Is that everybody? Anyway, let's go. I'm cat sitting for my brother-in-law and his wife, and I have to go over and feed their 2 cats. They lost their old cat. She passed on about, I think David told me, about 3 weeks ago. So I don't have to go twice a day to give the cat medicine this time. And they've just gone to Charleston for some R&R or whatever. All right, let's use the navy that I have a mat cut for. These cards are a little bit odd shaped. They're not the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. They are 5 1/2 that way, but this way they're only 4 inches. So these are slightly smaller than A2. And I cut the mats 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, just so I'd have a tiny little bit all the way around. And this one I thought I would just do something really simple. I'm not sure my width of strip will go across twice. It won't. But I could put we can put this down as far as it'll go across. Oh, let me black the end because this paper has. Yeah, she was like 17 or 18 years old. Didn't have very many teeth left in her head. Poor little thing. So I'm just going to have a strip of this go across. And I was thinking I'd do a strip of the cats as well. Let's see. If I go sliding, it's because the chair went without me. I've gone out and tried to clean around the HVAC unit because I have the HVAC company coming on Tuesday because they haven't been in ages. They used to call me and say, are you going to have your contract again with us? And they didn't this time. So it's been way past due. You know what? I think I'm going to go this way with this card so that I can use multiple strips of this. Because I want 3 on here. So I'm going to put this one here. And just pull the tape across. Okay. I cut it a little crooked, but it'll be all right. And I want him to be able to get to the access panel on the side of the HVAC. So I was out there clearing it out. I got one side of it done and I was just dripping with sweat. And I was like, you know what? I'll come out and do a little bit more on this in the morning. And then Scott's mom called, and I'm currently without a car or transportation, and she's insisting that she only has a quarter of a tank of gas and she must have her tank filled up, but she needs to go to the bank too. And I'm like, well, I don't have transportation. Well, I would come and get you. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to ride with you. She scares me. I don't think she can see. And I kind of keep hinting that she should go and get her eyes examined. But then she gets really mad. They said there's nothing more they could do for me. And I'm like, well, they could monitor the fact that you can't see crap and maybe you shouldn't be driving. Maybe that's why she doesn't want to go. I don't know. I just know I don't want to ride with her. But she has to have cash because she doesn't use a card. So she's got some checks she needs to cash. It's just a long story. I try to be patient because she is 97 and, and her timing couldn't suck. She always wants me to do stuff on Wednesdays when I'm tied up. So today I was just honest with her and I said, look, Wednesdays I can't do things on Wednesdays. And I've tried to tell her what I do, but she doesn't understand. It's kind of like Anne's card playing friends, How do you describe what you do when they don't have a clue at all? So that could be a quick card just like that. And then you could put a greeting up here or something. So I'm going to put that together and call it a card. Yeah, it is scary. I tried to show her where the drop for mail is right out here off the extension. And it's really not all that far. But on the extension, people drive because that extension takes you out to Amazon. The huge Amazon warehouse is just up the road. And she was in the other lane, and needless to say, I told her, I said, if I have to go anywhere with you, I'm driving. What? Do I scare you? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, you do. But I know if she drives over here, she's not going to want to get out of the car and walk around, because she's always afraid of falling. I don't know how she sees to drive. She just gets shorter and shorter all the time. Please get in the basket, Tippy. Well, this is not supposed to be taking this long, but I can't seem to get the stuff clear. I would love to know what that whole house air filter is going to look like after we had all that construction and it hasn't been changed in years. You're supposed to have it done once a year. The filter for this thing is over $100 on its own. And then the cost of having them come out, she didn't give me any idea how much it's going to cost, but I guess I could call her back and say, by the way, how much is this going to cost? Because I know the people that redid the floors and installed the dehumidifier under the house, they told me the yearly maintenance on that is over $300. That's the new filter, the cleaning, the tech's time and all. $300. So yeah. So there's a card. Ta-da! And that's a card with Washi. And that's a card with Washi. And then I got to thinking, some of these, like this one, it's like it's divided into sections. So I'm just going to cut those apart on their sections. And then I'll darken the ends where I cut it, so you don't see that white core of that paper. And we'll use the black background, black mat. So, and then tomorrow we're supposed to go, if we decide to go, tomorrow's the free day at the art museum, which I think Scott would really enjoy. But now we've kind of got to put Mother in the middle. And then I've got this one to go with it that's got the butterflies. I'm going to put my spare parts in that envelope and I'll use them on something else. This one's kind of got butterflies and leaves and things on it. Let me get a mat over here so I can just play with this for a minute. So this does have some kind of saying, but I don't know what it says. Got a little bit of adhesive that's catching on my finger. So let's see, let's cut. Put this one up here. I'm just cutting these so they have like one little focal image on each one. And then we'll just fit them on here and fill the space in. I think I got that one upside down. Probably doesn't matter. Hi, Peg. I was trying to think of ways to use up the washi, and I thought, well, I can attempt some cards tomorrow. So here we are, trying to just use up some washi tapes. Can I use all my little pieces? We will see. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I just want to use this stuff up. So if it doesn't appeal to you, it's okay. It doesn't have to. All right. Then we're just going to stick them down. I'm going to switch. that. All right. I must have adhesive right on the edges because I keep getting caught on it. Hi, Kim. Just eyeballing these, so we'll see how it turns out. Everybody tells me to get a ruler, but I just go with the eyeball. If it's crooked, it's crooked. Sometimes it's easier to get them straight if you stand up, but my rib cage still hurts, so standing up's not an option right now. And Greg told me, he sent me a message that a lot of people at his job are out with this crud too. So apparently y'all were right. There is a bug going around. Hi, Janet. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay. So did you all see that Michael's announced that they have Joann yarn now? When I get to where I have transportation again, hopefully Greg will get his car put back together. We paid for the hubs to be taken apart and put together because he was going to try to do it all in the driveway, but he didn't have the right size press to press the whatever's back into the wheel hubs. So we ended up taking it up to the local gearheads or whatever, the shop, and they pressed them out and put the new parts in for him. So now he's just got to install them back on the car. But I don't blame him for not wanting to be out there right now because it is so blooming hot. We're just now getting to summer, and it's got months to go yet. This has like a tail fin on it or something. Maybe this goes this way. Use up the washi. And for those that have not abandoned me, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I'm kind of cringing at the thought that I'm going to enable her to be able to go drive around. Oh. Wish I could read what that says. Probably don't need to know. So what is everybody else working on? Anne's been doing her iCads, and I'm working on flowers. I need to do one more. I'll be wrapping the sign up to do those flower swap. I think I said the end of the month. So is it the 31st or the 30th? I can never remember till I do my knuckles. January, February, March, April, May, June. It's 30 days in June. Then my grandmother had some saying about April, June, and November, and then something, 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 something. Nope, that one's stuck down. It's going to stay there till I want it to stay, and then it'll fall off. That'd be about right. And then we can put this on a card. Oh goodness, what's going on? Ugh, moving. Cringe. Scott keeps talking about moving and it just... And now he's talking about Virginia or Maine. I was like, could we afford to live in Maine? Could we afford the fuel oil? I know we're too old to be going out and getting wood. I haven't thought about what to cook for dinner yet. I guess I should, since it's almost 2 already. I bought at Aldi's, they had cheese stuffed shells in the sale box there in the frozen food section. So I might do those and put some, pasta sauce on them and make a salad up. And that might be our dinner tonight. Yes, Maine equals snow. Worse, Maine also equals ice. Ugh. But it sure is pretty. I got some friends sold their property in Tennessee, and they've bought a house in Vermont because they just didn't feel safe in Tennessee anymore. So you could add other things to these, but I think that's a nice simple card. Just put some strips down, cut your washi apart in its kind of natural separation. And don't ask me why I paired these together. It's just because they matched. So I might do a card with these. And do them this way across here. Smooth that off. And I'll just cover the core of that with the Sharpie. That can go in the trash. And I'll just peel this off and we'll put it up. If I do another day out in the yard tomorrow, I'm going to have this massive pile for the trash people next week. My poor sister, she can't just pile her yard debris out front and have the city pick it up. On her side of town, they make the residents take their stuff to the dump. They don't do curbside pickup for yard trash, which I think stinks because our city it has one of those big grabber things, and they just come around and pick it up and stick it on the truck and take it to the dump for you. Now, they will not take building materials anymore. That you have to take to the dump yourself. So anytime we rip up the floor, we have to take that out to the dump ourselves. Keep that piece. And I just like this here as a second. But now I'm thinking, what if I just dig back in my jars, see what I've got here. Because I've got different widths of washi. Looking to see what's in here that kind of matches. And generally I put tape down because I don't trust the washi, but let me see what's back in here. We'll just dump those that I just put in here back out. Woo, let's put that feather in the bottom. Wish I had. That could be interesting. It'll be a different color because I don't have it mounted on anything. But you know what? I could maybe wind this to the back. Come down here a little bit. And then just push this around the edge. And then it'll be caught in the tape that I put on to hold this down. So what are some other ways? I know, Shannon, you're going to be doing something with Washi. And I think Yolande said she's going to be doing something with Washi. So it's Washi Wednesday, apparently. We can call it Washi Wednesday if we want to. I'm not sure how many cards I have left here. It's just another one of those things I'm trying to get used up. And I probably won't buy any more of the pre-made cards, although they do come in handy if you're in a hurry to make cards. Ooh, I like this. We're going to call this a card. It's always when I'm live that I can't find the ends on the adhesive. Isn't that the way? Let's see if I can make 2 more cards. So I'll have a half a dozen cards done in less than an hour if I can do it before 2:30. Because I really only want to be on an hour. An hour is pretty good for me. We were just sighed at by the cat. I think he wants me to be quiet. I was checking the informed delivery. Oh, and I was finally able to access our bank. I had to shut my phone completely off and then wait on it to come back up. I left it off for a while this morning. Yeah. So I could look at our bank account, which is all fine. Oh, I really like that card. And it says on here, though life's goodness can at times be overshadowed, it is never outweighed goodness. And then that says beetle. And that says wings. But that one's a pretty one. I like that. Just a basic card. Next. So I have, this would be a sweet card with the kitty cats. Where's my marker? I buried it. See if I can put the kitty cats on like so. And I have a strip with that, the little hearts. But what I'm thinking is I will find that spool of washi and I'll do like I did here, because that gives, this is raised and then this is straight onto the mat. And I really like how that looks. That was a happy accident there. Something stuck to my thumb. That can go in the trash. I'll save those. And I will darken this end of it. And Shannon says she's going to be using washi paper. And so is Yolande. So it's kind of a washy day. Does that make us all washed up? No. Ow, don't laugh. It hurts. Oh my gosh. Scott, bless him, he's been sick too, and he's been going into work. He's off tomorrow for Juneteenth. So I was hoping to sleep in, but now I got to get up and go with her to the bank at 9 o'clock so she can get cash to have on hand for when she wants gas again. Oh my gosh. I need to find out if I need to take her to her hairdresser appointment on Friday. The bad part is I can't just take her and drop her while her hair's getting done. I have to sit there and wait. Trying not to gripe or washed out. And I feel you. I'm trying not to gripe here. Trying to be patient, not gripe about things. Life's too short to gripe, right? Except it sure is inconvenient sometimes. And like you, I would feel guilty if I just refused totally. I was glad she let me just schedule it for in the morning. Somebody sent me llama tape. I hadn't thought about wrapping it to the back, but you know, that seals it in underneath the tape that's holding it on so it won't fall off. I don't know why I didn't think about that yesterday when I was thinking about what to do today. You love the butterfly ones? Oh, and hi, Helen. Didn't see you sneak in. I swear it looks like we've got a storm moving in. The trees are getting blown all over the place. This weather is just so strange. So strange. I totally forgot about the laundry too. It's sitting out there in the washing machine waiting on me. Oh, the informed delivery said there's a package coming today from New York. It's probably something Greg's ordered. He likes to shop for the cheapy books on eBay. Told him, I said, you're going to have to get a house of your own. You keep buying books because we're going to have more than a little library at the rate we're going. But we all love books. I mean, we can't help it. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. That was so fast and easy. All right, we've got some with this navy on it. And I've got the lemons still here. Lemons and oranges that we haven't used yet. And the hearts kind of go with that too. Do I have anything else that's more, I was going to say lemony. I've got this little green. Let me see. Got more lemons. What's this? Oh, this has got more of the nature stuff on it. Let me see, what else do I have? This is kind of neat. It's got just letters on it. It kind of goes. That's dots. Oh, that's pine tree. That reminds me of Christmas. So does that one. I got this narrow stripe here. Maybe we'll do that. So I'm going to put a piece of this down. I wasn't real careful when I put the washi down. Hi, Dee Dee. I really like these where I have the washi on a piece of that weird paper that I have that I won't use for anything else, this stuff, and then put the washi directly on. I kind of really like that look. So get your washi out and play with it and use it up and get it out of your stash. I'm going to use some of that narrow tape. Need to try to catch up with my sister. She's probably playing in mud. This is her time of year to focus completely on her pottery. So it's hard to catch up with her in the summertime as much as it is during the school year when she's teaching. I keep telling those two, I'm available most of the time. I haven't gotten any happy mail, no. Not recently. Oh dear. That's not straight, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I love this little stripe here. When it goes crooked, just pretend it's intentional and don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And I can add whatever sentiments I want to these. I'm going to pretend it's not bothering me. Ow. Oh, my ribs hurt so bad. So that's the 6 cards. I'm going to keep going. I know Anne has to leave here shortly. My neighbor up the street sent me a message. She wants me to come get amoxicillin to give to the stray cats, and I just am not comfortable with just giving somebody else's cats medication. Unless I take them to the vet, and then they're my cats. Don't get me started on the cat situation. Oh my God. Okie day, I'll let you know. Yeah, the package that Informed Delivery said is coming today said that it's coming from Rochester, New York, which isn't far from where I was born and raised. So now I do have some really wide washi that I'm thinking I might pull out and try to use some of it and maybe make a card with some of that. And I'll keep all my leftover bits too, because you never know when they could come in handy. That one's crooked as it can be, but it'll be all right. Just put something over here. So there's 6 cards. How many of these do I have 2 of these left. There's a pretty stripe and some flowers. That has some blue in it. That doesn't. And I'm looking. See what I've got. I really like that black and white tape, but it pulls apart when you try to pull a piece off, and it's very infuriating. So we will leave that one. And this one I loved until it started messing up, and now I don't know what to do to get it to peel. It just drives me bonkers. Oh, I like those 2 together. All right. Uh-oh. Sharon Lombard sent me that tape that was for nail art that's really pretty too. But we'll play with washi another day. Oh, golly. Oh. Look at this stuff. I don't know if there's enough there to do anything with. These elephants are adorable. Maybe we'll do those two on that one. And I want to do those on there. I'm going to throw all this stuff back in the jar. And I think I will do the shells for dinner because that would be so easy. I'm trying to keep an envelope here to put leftover bits in. All right, let's see if I can do this one more straight. I have a jar full, 2 jars full of washi that I am trying to use up. All right, let's see if I can put this one. Okay, there's that one. Now I've got this here. Can I find the beginning of it? Good question. That's a good idea. Just do a whole swatch page of nothing but the washies. That could be fun to do. I keep thinking I'm going to start a daily practice of doing different things in an art journal, but I am so distracted right now by the Project Dresser Girl that I'm sorry, you guys are going to be seeing nothing but little dresses for a while. I got, I think, 4 dresses cut out the other day, and then I have a stack of fabric I'm ironing. So I'm ironing it, and then I'll take a break from ironing and I'll cut dresses out. So I've got 4 cut, and then I've got like 4 or 5 fabrics ready to cut out for dresses. That one I didn't get very straight, but it's a quick handmade card. I might pull out my die cut machine later and cut out a bunch of just happy birthdays in blacks and this navy and just add them atop the washi tape. You know, just like on the hearts, do the happy birthday. I could do happy and then birthday. That might be a good thing because I don't think I have any already cut out. If I did, I would just, grab one and get some things on there. Oh, bye, Dee Dee. All right. And I know Ann has to head out. It's 2:19, according to my laptop. I'm going to do one more card and then sign off myself so I can go dig out the shells from the freezer. I think they're the kind you can just put in the pan and then get them going in the oven. And yes, my oven is fixed. Yay, I can cook again. Has anybody here made focaccia bread? I'm toying with the idea of getting into baking that occasionally because I know Greg buys it sometimes. I was thinking if I could learn to make that, that'd be a treat for him. I cannot seem to get this to separate on this one. It's wanting to stick, release from the washi tape. Did y'all watch Janet Nash's video? She showed how she's making her fabric card, her fabric flowers, I mean. And she sent another sewing machine off to Africa with Ben. So yay to getting old sewing machines back out and working. She has really learned a lot about those old machines, hasn't she? Oh, you demon. Come on, you're going to stick to everything but what you need to. It just does not want to come loose. We found out the other day somebody Scott had gone to high school, passed away 5 years ago, and we didn't even know. We were kind of shocked. He runs a local garage, so we were like really shocked. One of the guys he went to high school with runs a local barbecue joint, and that's how we found out. So there, that one was pretty, and that utilized different widths of washi. I wish I'd thought to use washi like this before, because I would have had this used up a long time ago. This has got some elephants on, and I know exactly who I should send this card to. I hadn't seen her in a little bit. All right. Oh, they're pretty. And then this stuff I've never used. Now I'm wondering, can I see where the beginning and the ending is? There we go. Oh, this is pretty. Shop your own stash. See if you can substitute when somebody uses something, instead of ordering it yourself. See what you've got in your stash. Use that stuff. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty card. Hi, Lala. Oh, let's see if I can get this in here. One of the cats is eating. I can hear munching in the kitchen. And I've already fed the dog, but she probably needs to come in and take an old dog nap. I call them old lady naps. Put her in her crate, because if I don't put her in her crate, she just paces constantly. No matter where she is, in or out, she's just constantly pacing. I'm afraid she's going to have a heat stroke. Oh, I need to keep that because I still have to put this onto a card. So that was what? 8 cards. 8 cards in an hour. And that's just because washi tape is pretty quick to use up. Now, if you wanted, you could, if you just want to use your tape up, get the ones that all have like the same colors and just cover a piece of cardstock and then stick it on the front of a card. You know, create a mat so you have a little bit of a border, and then you can just add a bunch of stuff to it. Go on, Tip. Go on. Go on. Keep going. Keep going. He gave me this look like, don't shove me, woman. I'll tell you when I'm ready to go. That's okay. You can say Aunt Bex. You can say Beck. You can say Becky. Please don't do me like that, you goober tape. Amazon keeps asking me for a review on this tape. I'm about ready to tell them that the release doesn't release. Do you really want me to give you a review on that tape? Don't make it so blooming hard to release. Of course, it's kind of good, I guess, because then you know it's going to stick. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. Just been so timid about eating after the other night. I haven't wanted anything. Ugh. I just couldn't get over Tippy. Every time I'd run to the bathroom, he was right there with me. He's such a little companion. And Scott and I were talking about it the other night, that when these three cats that we have, that we got when we lived at the cottage, because they're kitten mates, they're brothers and sisters. When they start passing on, we may need therapy, because these are the three most spoiled cats we've ever had. And we've been pretty bad about spoiling cats, but these three, yeah, they're beyond spoiled. Look at that one. I love it. So get your washi out and use it up and make some cards, and you can have them ready to go. So thank you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. And Yolande comes on is she coming on at 3 or 7, or who's coming on next? Who's on next? And what time? I think I heard Ann say something about Shannon's coming on, but I don't remember what time, Shannon. I'm sorry. 3 p.m. Yolande, 3 p.m. That's Devin Rex. If somebody wants to grab a link to Devin, that'd be great. There's Ruth's little pink hand. Hey, Ruth. I'm so glad you liked the magazines. I still can't believe Shannon 515 Art Junkie. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I've been having trouble with connection so much that I've just started hard wiring myself to the router, because my Wi-Fi drops out all the time. I might have to do something on this one, like make it look like there's lemon slices or oranges just going somewhere around the card is why it's all crooked. But anyway, I'll come up with something. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later, maybe over at Yolande's. I got to go see about getting my dinner started right now. So I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful Juneteenth tomorrow if you celebrate it. All right, bye.